Right, so someone asked me in the comments of my Scythe video that I did the other day to make a tier list for all the Scythe legends, and you know, you ask, you shall receive. That's what we're doing today. Sorry if you can hear my phone, let me just turn that off. It's going to be a bit of a lengthy video, or more lengthy than what I'm used to making, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as I possibly can, so I'm going to really skip over some of these. But let's just get into it, right? Last place. I'm going with Moonin for the worst Scythe legend. Simply because two weapons that can't kill, okay? You have D-Light Recovery that doesn't kill until about 160, 170. And then you have fucking D-Light Nair, which I don't even know when that kills, mate, but it basically doesn't. Stats are fine. They're pretty bad on their own. If you play defense stance like I've got here, it's not terrible, but still not really good stats. You have decently high dex, but dex is useless on Scythe anyway. We'll talk a bit about his SIGs though, because his SIGs aren't awful, okay? It's mainly the two weapon combinations that is really bad, and his stats that are pretty bad, but his SIGs, they're not awful, but they're not great either. Right, let's talk about his bow SIGs. Yeah, we've got bow plus anyway. Side SIG is fine. Nothing wrong with side SIG, it just doesn't kill. It's really good off stager if you slide charge it like this. Can work very well. Just doesn't really kill. That's the main problem with it. D-Sig is actually one of his stronger signatures. Okay, this kind of contradicts what I just said, but D-Sig, really good hitbox and decent force as well. I think, honestly, I would say D-Sig is probably his best Sig on in general out of the entire kit. It's, as you can see, it puts him in an awkward position, so you can't punish it as easily as you'd want to. As N-Sig though, N-Sig is fine. It's got a lot of force, but again, that doesn't kill. Look how ready he is, mate. I know I started from the bottom of the stage, but it doesn't kill. It doesn't kill. It kills in about 150, I would have to guess, 150, 140, which is pretty high damage. Yeah, that's his bow sig done. Is side sigs, they're alright. I mean, side sig is fine. Hitbox isn't terrible. Force isn't awful. But it isn't just. It's just not great, mate. Like, it's just not great. What can I say? It doesn't kill it doesn't kill early enough. Doesn't have. Yeah, like it's just not great. That's all I have to say about it. It doesn't have the pizzazz that I like to have when I'm using Scythe. D-Sig, this thing is straight fucking shit. No one likes this Sig. I did some research before this, or like some practice from my own. This shit kills on 170 damage, 180. I was using Loki to fight against as the bot, and it was killing on 170. And Loki's got pretty low defense, so on most legends it's going to kill at about 180 damage, which is fucking terrible, mate. It's a decent edge guard, but it's just like, I mean, you have to be like right at the edge for it to actually go anywhere near the edge of the stage. N-Sig, oh, let's see if I make this back. No, not a chance. But N-Sig here, you can see me doing it down there. It's a really good Sig. It's probably his second best Sig, maybe his first best Sig, depending. It's good hitbox, good damage as well. It can kill, and it covers a lot of dodges as well. But that's Moonin. Let's move on to the second worst. Second worst Scythe character in the game is pretty easy to defer. Like, Jiro, mate. Fucking Jiro just sucks. Stats, shit. He's got low defense, and you think, oh, let's put on defense stance. But no, you can't, because defense stance takes away strength. So what you're doing when you have defense stance is you have a character that gets killed early and can't kill. So what the fuck is that? He's a contender for the worst character in the game. I'm not even joking. He is awful, okay? The only reason I'm putting him above Moonin is because of his SIGs, right? We'll talk about his SIGs. His SIGs are really fucking good. Like, they're so underrated. Before I get into the video, I do want to say, not into the video, before I get into the game, I want to say that this, wait, that right there, D-Light into GC side SIG, is a 1 dodge frame and unjumpable. Okay, that's really good SIG. You do have this side SIG here is a 2-part SIG. It's really good at killing. It's got a lot of force, like all of the SIGs do. They all have loads of force. D-Sig is a bit of a funky one. You can use it as an edge guard if you're standing like, why the fuck am I playing Thunder Guard? If you're standing like, I don't know, here, you can use it as an edge guard. N-Sig, really cool off stage. It's a really cool looking SIG as well. When you hit it, like 3 animations pop up. My only problem is, every side character in the game, their N-Sig will follow up from this, whereas Jiro's doesn't, which is kind of weird. Even Loki's N-Sig follows up from that. Can you save me here? Nope. So yeah, that's his side SIGs. They're just, it's a thing. It's the same with all of his SIGs. They're all really cool and hit really hard and have good hitboxes. They're just all fucking good. All of his SIGs are really good. You've got his D-Sig here, which is a great edge guard. I mean, it has a lot of force as well. Look how far it sends him. Side SIG, I've already really spoken about it. Kills that, obviously kills. From D-Light, it's a 1 dodge frame combo and it's unjumpable. Two-part Sig, so it has 2 hitboxes, similar to his Scythe side Sig. Yeah, his sword side Sig is one of my favorites on this legend. I really like it. This Sig is good. It follows up from, I think if you do something like what I'll do right here, wait. Okay, I died. Never fucking mind. Never mind. So yeah, that's it. His sword end Sig is good. That's the thing, all of his Sigs are good. Okay, that's all I'll say. All of his Sigs are good, but as a character, he is just shit. Third worst Scythe legend in the game is Loki. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Loki's really spammable. And, you know, people that say that are gold. Doesn't matter whether he's spammable, he doesn't do shit. He's got 2 weapons that don't kill. They don't kill at all. Guitars obviously doesn't kill. Scythe doesn't kill. And on top of that, his signatures don't kill. Signatures don't kill at all. But the stats, you have high dex. I mean, who the fuck needs high dex on Scythe? No one. Everything else is just average. I can just bang in the middle. It's all the same. If you run strength. You want to run strength like I am, obviously. The only exception for his Sigs is guitar end Sig. It's the only one that kills, okay? And the only one, literally the only one that kills when they're not fucking dark red. Now, I've got a lot of experience on this weapon. I have every Scythe legend over level 50, as you'll see. But the only real use I have found for his side Sig, or for his signatures in general, is when you're pushing your enemy all the way to the very edge of the stage and you can gravity cancel it and it'll get a kill. Like I'll try and show you now. Like you're doing something like this. That situation, when they jump, that is the only way you're going to be able to get a kill with these Sigs. Everything else is meaningless. That doesn't even have enough force, mate. I mean, I know it killed him, but this guy sucks. The main thing is he's just got mid stats, or bad stats actually, because everything is mid and he's got high defense. So he's got bad stats, 2 weapons that can't kill, and a Sig kit that can't kill. So, yeah, as I said though, the only Sig that can kill is this one. It's the only one that has any type of killing power. It does actually have quite a decent amount of force, as you can see. 4th best, I'm doing this all off the top of my head as well. I've done some research beforehand, but I haven't actually made my list yet. So I'm kind of just looking at the characters, thinking of who to put in 4th place. I think I'm going to put Artemis here. Now, while Artemis actually has some good stats, okay, we're getting on to the good legends now. Artemis is a great legend. Lance isn't the best. I don't like Lance. It's punishable as fuck. It's annoying if you know how to play it, but it's alright though. It's not terrible. It kills. That's the main thing. It's a killing weapon. And then her stats are fine. I think they're quite good. They're a bit mid, like Loki's. You got same strength, dex, and defense. Because you want to play this stance, by the way. You always want to play defense stance on Artemis, because 4 defense is a great base, anyway. But I think she has the nicest Scythe in the game. As I spoke about this recently, I made a video on it. Only because of her stance, her speed, sorry, and her signatures, okay? Her signatures are really good. So we'll talk about the Scythe Sig real quick. We'll check with the Lance. The Scythe Sigs are really good. You've got, bet you won't even be able to jump out of it, how fast this is. Yeah, it's so fast. Really good force as well. He didn't jump out of it twice. Is this guy a bot or something? I think he just got the game. Is he bot? Oh, he's got a name. I don't know. Side Sig is really good as well. The thing about both Side Sig and End Sig on Scythe is they both follow up from side light. As you can see, they both follow up from side light. D-Sig is really good as an edge guard. It's not too good off stage. It does have a load of force though. I mean, it hits like that, which is very strange, and you even know that. Really good. I mean, a lot of force, and it's good off stage as well. It's really good off stage. It goes really far down. It goes a lot further down than people expect, which is nice because they catch a lot of people by surprise. Her Lance Sigs, I think this guy's a bot. Like, actually, yeah, he's a bot. But Lance Sigs, they're great. Obviously, everyone knows that her Lance Sigs are great. They are spammable. Her D-Sig on Lance is basically a better version of her D-Sig on Scythe. It is just as good off stage, just as good as an edge guard, but with a bigger hitbox and more force, so it's better. And obviously her Lance side Sig is spammable as fuck. It's a passive Sig, meaning that it sends you backwards when you hit it. You know, coming in after Artemis, I'm going to go with... I'm stuck right here. Nyx or Mirage? I'm stuck. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for Nyx. Go for Nyx. Nyx just after Artemis. I don't know what. I think we're 6th now. 6th, 5th? I don't know. Nyx, though, Nyx is really good. She used to be one of the best legends in the game, but not so much anymore since they destroyed blasters. I know they buffed it recently, but not to as much as what it was like beforehand. But her Sig kit is one of the best Sig kits in the game. Okay, full stop. Her Sigs are one of the best in the game. Her stance, oh my god, why do I keep saying that? Her stats are really good. Okay, look at them stats. She only has 4 strength, I know. but they're so fucking good. She's really good for 2s, okay? I usually do, because I don't think that strength makes too much of a difference on weapons like Scythe and Blasters, because they're string weapons anyway. So I always usually do speed, just to balance that out. But defense stance, really good. I mean, not defense stance. Defense in general, really good. Good speed as well. Yeah, I think Nyx is fine here. Having one of the best sig kits in the game. Don't really need to display her sigs because they're all equally as good as each other. They're all really good force, really good damage, and really good hitboxes. Everything about them's really good, to be honest. Right, this guy wants to rematch, so I'll just talk about him now. Next up, after Nyx, I'm going for Mirage. Now, Mirage is really good. Okay, we'll talk about the stats really quick, just because we only have 30 seconds. High strength, amazing. Okay, you have a weapon like Scythe with high strength. You take it or leave it, but it's better to have it, obviously. Low defense, I'm not really too fussed by the full defense. I think that she's, you know, she makes up for it with her high strength. And obviously you play strength stance, you take away that dex as well. Decent speed, not terrible. She doesn't feel slow by any means. Her spear as well. Spear as a secondary weapon is really good. Sorry if you heard that, by the way. I was just bumping my desk. We can do things like her side sig is really good for edge guarding. I'm just going to kind of tank these hits. But if someone's coming to the edge and you hit them with a side sig like that, it's really good. The side sig is also very similar to spear. The thing about her kit is that her scythe sigs are basically her spear sigs, but better. They do the same thing, okay? But now we have spear bag. We'll talk about the spear end sig. It covers 3 dodges from sidelight. It covers spot dodge, dodge in, and dodge out, I believe. It's also really good for situations like that, when they're coming down from being above you or whatever. Also does hit grounded too, so it hits stacked and shit like that. D-Sig is the worst one of our spear kits, does the least amount of damage, but it's still good, okay? It's still a good sig. Hits stacked. Perfect for get off me situations, really. We'll talk about her scythe weapons, her scythe sigs now. Now, we'll start off with the best sig in the entire kit, which is her end sig. Now, this end sig is the most forceful sig that we've spoken about so far, okay? There's not many scythe sigs that have more force than this. It's a lot of force, man, and it's a lot of damage as well. Killed at basically orange, but if I hit it here, he'll die? Oh, that's close, mate. That's fucking close. I mean, I know if I hit it now, he'll definitely die, but D-Sig is also very good. It's just a better version of the spear D-Sig. It's a get off me sig. It just has a better hitbox and does more damage as well. Coming in after Mirage, I'm going to go with Fate. Purely because Fate is just Mirage, but better. Her stats are equally the same. I mean, what the fuck am I even saying? Her stats are better because they're basically the same, but as you can see, Mirage has high dex and low speed, whereas Fate has low dex and high speed, making her a better option. You don't really want to do strength stance on her, you kind of want to do defense, I would say. Defense or speed, whichever you prefer, but I always tend to take away from dex. But also her orb, not just her orb in general, but orb is a great killing weapon, just because of how, you know, easy the true combo is to do. You've got Sidelight Sarah, which is really good. But what actually makes this character better than Mirage is the sigs. Okay, now when we're talking about Fate, her sigs are fucking nuts. Her side sigs are okay. You have end sig and side sig having 2 charged versions. You can do side sig like that and end sig. I did it the wrong way around, but you know what I'm saying. You can do side sig like whatever, end sig like whatever. End sig's really fast. Side sig is not so much very fast. Side sig's quite punishable. But overall, they're both good sigs. D-Sig is, I think D-Sig is probably her worst sig in the game. You can use it as a recovery option like that, but it's still pretty bad. It doesn't do much damage. Yeah, weak force. Yeah, that's about it really. Let me kill myself so I can talk about Orb on fresh health. So her Orb End-Sig is probably the best End-Sig in the game for Orb. It's really fast, great area of attack, very hard to punish as well. A lot of people can mix that up and think that it's like true, but it's not. It's just very low dodge frames. Her side sig is great. She's got a lot of active input. Fate does, and a lot of charged abilities and shit like that. Like, she's really good. Her orb side sig has 2 variants. You can do. Try and show you without dying. So you can send him straight in front of you like that, or you can send him. Well, that's close. You can send him down like this, which does sometimes follow into orb dare really well. And then D-Sig is another sig that has active input. You can either send them away, or no, you can either send them away from you or straight up in the air, whichever. Okay, now coming in, I think this is second place, right? Yeah, I don't think I've missed anyone. Second place was a bit hard for me to find someone for, but I've gone for Mordex. Now I'm biased because I'm a Volkov main. So obviously if you do, you know, elimination, you know that Volkov is the last one left after this. But I'm doing Mordex simply because I think Volkov is better. I'll talk about that why when I get to him. Mordex, though, he has the best stats for Scythe in the game. You know, no doubt in my mind. He has the best stats. He also has a really good secondary weapon. He has gauntlets. But you do want to play him on strength stance, though. You definitely want to play him on strength stance. But I'm not the biggest fan of his SIG. I do think his SIG's a bit overrated. I think his gauntlet side SIG is fairly rated. I think that's a really good SIG. It's my personal favourite one. However, Scythe side SIG, not really my favourite. Don't really like it, to be honest. Don't mind it. It's not terrible, but I don't like it. I think his best SIG is Scythe N SIG because of how fast it is and how hard it is to punish. It also covers a lot of area and doesn't do the biggest amount of force, but it is killing. It is killing potential, which is the main thing, okay? Now, obviously, gauntlets are really good weapons. Gauntlets are some of the best weapons in the game. Simply because of their true combos and stuff. Yeah, that's... You have D-Light Recovery, which kills. This SIG right there is great. You can see how much force it has. It's really good off stage like that as well. D-Sig is great. Active input. I've already said that. His N-Sig, probably... Gauntlet N-Sig anyway, probably his worst SIG in the game, to be honest. What the fuck am I saying? Not his worst SIG in the game. His worst SIG out of his kit. Sorry. It's not terrible. It's just weird to hit. I have like 60 levels on this character, and I still have no idea how to properly use it. I think it's like, I don't know. It's just strange. The hitbox is really weird on it. That's my only thing about it. But yeah, I do think that Mordex... I know it's kind of crazy putting Mordex a second, because he's always considered the best legend for it. But yeah, I think I'm just going to put him there. We'll talk about Volkov now. Now, obviously, between these two legends, it's thick and thin. Alright, it's really hard to defer. You can say any of them. They're both equally as good as each other. I think Mordex has it when it comes to stats. And yeah, I think he has better stats than Volkov. He can definitely... Volkov's stats are pretty bad. You know, he's got... If you want to play strength on him, just take away some of that dex. But he's got 4 strength and 4 speed, which isn't really that good. He has high defense, though. And high dex, which everyone knows you don't want high dex side. It doesn't really make a difference. But he has axe for his secondary weapon. Now, I can tell you, a lot of people will say that, oh yeah, he's got low strength, though it doesn't kill. But as I've said it before, I've got over 50 levels on every Scythe legend. So I think I have a decent enough experience to say I've never had a problem with killing on Volkov. I don't think it's really that big of a problem. Axe always kind of kills. Especially when you have moves like Axe Ground Pound, which are perfect for offstage. His SIGs are the main reason why he's here. His N-Sig is the main reason, to be honest. His SIGs are fucking nuts. Like, they are absolutely ridiculously good. Some of the best SIGs in the game, in my opinion. They're so crazy. I know his stats aren't the best, but it's his SIGs that's so good. I meant to N-Sig there, but whatever. So, Scythe N-Sig covers 4 dodges from, 4 dodges from side light. Axe side SIG follows up from N-Light really well, as I'll show you. I'm almost guaranteeing it's going to hit. Like, I actually put money it's going to hit. Right. Yep, it hit. Also has 2 variants. Obviously, you can do the normal version or the other version, which is much better for off stage. The other version, where you hold it. Has active input. Really good. If you send them off stage like that, you can slide charge, come all the way down. And a lot of the times it will hit. I know it didn't there. But a lot of the times it does. Okay, a lot of the times it does. We've got Axe next. We'll speak about Axe D-Sig. Axe D-Sig is forceful. That's all I have to say about it. It's not very good. The hitbox is very strange, but it is really forceful. Like, really forceful. In case I was being vague, let me just show you the other version of Scythe on Volkov, if I even get a chance. That's the other version. It's not as good, but it is still decent. Like, it's not terrible. What do we have now? We have Scythe D-Sig is okay. It's the worst one out of all of the SIGs for sure. You can do this. You can like bounce off the wall and stuff. But it is definitely the worst one out of his SIGs. It still has a lot of force. Okay, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good. Just because I'm saying it's the worst one out of his SIGs does not mean I'm saying it's bad. It's just the worst one out of, out of the ones we've looked at. I'll try and show you though his N-Sig. It works really well outside light. Covers like 3-4 dodges. I think I'm dead though. No, I'm still alive. Just trying to showcase it. There you go. Okay. Took me a while to hit it because he's being passive, but it catches spot dodge, dodge in, dodge out, and dodge down as well. I think it does actually catch a dodge down. But sorry I went through this list so fast. It's because I wanted to squeeze all this information in as fast as I possibly could. I think that's about it, really. I think Volkov number 1, Mordex number 2. You can kind of swap them around, whatever. Either way, they're both very good legends.